Timberlands.
Speaking of health, if Cody Zeller were to go down, then we would have to go and get another center. There is a center who has emerged as a top candidate for us to trade for. So I'm not going to get it. You guys already know how I feel. I'll say it if I need be. But right now, there are rumors circulating around the NBA world that the Hornets are looking for Andre Drummond because their record is better than what everyone thought it would be at this time. So the brass apparently they're thinking playoff push now. So what are you guys thinking about possibly getting away from the youth and development movement and going after Andre Drummond?
Let me take this one first, sir.
Got it.
So a couple of weeks ago on this show, I said what I want for the Hornets is to try to build sustained success and not to go out and make emergency and panic trades. Here we are, again, rumored to be making an emergency panic trade that's only going to make us that much better. So we're looking to sneak in another 8th and 7th seed with trading for Andre Drummond. What the hell is the point, man? I look at this trade and I say, look, there's nothing that's going to stop the Hornets from pursuing this, obviously. Mm-hmm. If they decide to do this, I swear to God, I will go down there and I will fight somebody if they give up one of these kids to go get Andre Drummond, man. And it goes back to what I said. What direction do you want to take? You got to make a decision on that, man. Because are we going for a true youth movement, which could develop into sustained success, or are you looking to just continuously fight for this A seed again, man? What do you want to do, Hornets? You got to make that decision. Now, with all that being said, if there's some type of trade that involves Nick, MKG, I hope not Cody, but maybe Cody or Biz, if the trade centers around one of those big contracts, I'm a little less mad at it. I still don't really want to pursue it, honestly, but if they decide to go that route, they cannot give up on one of these kids yet, man. That is, and the damn sure better not give up no first round draft picks, man. Can't do it.
What you got, Rodney?
Embrace the suck.
Okay, that short, that sweet. Just embrace
the suck.
I mean, I agree,
but don't like. This is my problem. We've always tried to have this dual path of development and making the playoffs,
and trying to win, right?
As my church people say, you can't serve two masters. It's either got to be one or the other. Mm-hmm. We need to continue this rebuild thing. All this money is coming off the books at the end of this year. You got $41 million.
We got 2 million because we're still on the books with Nick and Cody for 1 more year after this year.
But MKG, Batum, not Batum. MKG, Marvin,
yeah.
And
they come off this
year, and Biz come off this year. That's roughly $41 million.
Right.
True that.
And so, if you really want Drummond that bad, sit your ass down and wait until July.
But even then, that just doesn't make
any sense to me either.
He's going to want a long-term deal.
Here's the deal. Actually, Drummond is signed through next year. He's making $27 million this season. He's due for $28 million next season.
He'll probably opt out.
You think he'll opt out?
Let me tell you why. This free agent market is terrible coming up this summer. He's going to cash out. Somebody's going to overpay for Andre Drummond. He's going to walk.
And speaking of that, Andre, even right now this season, he's averaging 18 and 16.
Let me play devil's advocate. What if the Pistons say, all right, we'll take on Batum. We'll even give you a third point guard that you need. Batum and somebody else for Andre Drummond and third point guard. You take that?
See, and I was going to ask that question because even if we get rid of Nick Batum, Andre Drummond is still being paid $2 million more. So I'm going to deflect.
But come on now.
I'm going to deflect.
Andre Drummond's only 26.
I'm going to deflect. Andre Drummond comes here. Nick Batum goes there.
Right.
If you are Detroit, what else satisfies you to come along with Nick?
A first round pick.
Or a young guy.
Now, you're Charlotte. Are you willing to give up a first round pick?
You better not.
So why?
You think about this last year with that Memphis deal with Gasol. We were not willing to give up a first round pick. We smartly made the right choice,
right?
Because we got PJ. To me, Mitch is still in the same mind frame. Hey man, if we suck enough and we get enough lottery balls, we get number 2 picks because we basically see the Lakers win one less game than us, jump all the way to number 3 or 4.
So here's what's really going to piss me off if any trade goes through involving Andre Drummond. You know what I'm going to ask if this trade happens? Why the hell couldn't this trade happen last year?
Agreed.
I'll just leave it at that, man.
And I think the only way to answer that is simply because teams just wanted too much.
Right.
Yeah. In the end, I don't see us making a trade to where someone could look and say Charlotte won that trade, or not even won the trade, but Charlotte came out better for that trade. I don't see a scenario.
Not right now.
I don't. So
right
which is even more reason why you just chill.
Just chill.
You just chill.
And now my whole thing is, how is this even a conversation? How is this rumor even flying right now?
I agree. I think they looked at that Brooklyn Nets game and something called Jared Allen goes off of what 20 and 18 or something like that, and they say, God, this is really bad. So let's make another emergency trade like we always do. Just chill, man. It's gonna happen. Just like Rodney said, embrace the suck. And if you want
Wiseman, we could get Wiseman. That kid is pretty good.
I wouldn't reach for him, but that's unpopular opinion. I wouldn't reach for him. There's somebody better.
That's why you're a Florida State fan.
Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is, man, if we're in the true youth movement, go try to find somebody young to fit that rim protector role. You get what I'm saying? There's somebody out there you got to want to pursue that's not going to cost you $27 million, and you can still be in your quote-unquote youth movement. Make that happen instead of this panic trade, man.
What you got, Rodney?
I agree, man. Like, there's this thing called the second draft.
Okay.
Which is basically the disappointing young kids in their second and third year who need a fresh start.
Right.
Scour that market. Denver has a whole bunch of young pieces. See what they're willing to take from you to get one of the young pieces, because they can't pay everybody. Denver's not a big market. Be creative. Go out there and try to find a young piece that you can actually develop and play. Get rid of Willie. He needs to be gone.
Yeah.
He's not offering us anything.
I tell you what, no matter how we feel about Andre Drummond,
Taco Fall's available.
We'll be paying attention to Andre very closely this week, because we're actually about to see him 2 times in the next 7 days.